What is up? I'm here today to answer my two most asked questions across everywhere I post my USPSA and dry fire content. And that is, what do you use for USPSA? And what dry fire system do you use to get your trigger resets? So let's get into it. For my belt, I have the Double Alpha Academy inner and outer belt. And then my mag pouches are CR Speed mag pouches with the CR Speed magnet. And then my holster hanger and holster mount are the Ben Steger, the Boss mount. And then I have a carry concealment X1 Raptor holster. And then for my gun, I have the M&P 2.0 with the Apex trigger and Apex barrel. And this is also what I use for dry fire. You don't need any fancy dry fires like laser gun or Ace VR or anything like that, because the dot right here, the 507 comp, will give you the same information a laser will give you. So if I'm over here aiming at a target and I pull the trigger and it slashes down, the dot will slash down. If I do that with a laser gun, the laser will slash down. You just gotta be accountable for what you're doing. And dry firing with the gear that you're gonna use, whether it's for USPSA or anything else, is the best. So that way you're not switching between things. And then for mags, I just have the M&P mags with Terran Tactical base pads and then snap caps in them, which are just fake bullets to give the mags weight. And then I have liquid chalk, because when you train a lot, you get sweaty hands and you want to maintain a good grip. And the targets I use are from Amazon. They're just scale targets. I believe this one's 1/6 and this is 1/9. So every foot you are away from this one is 1 yard on a real target. And every foot you are away from this one is 2 yards on a full-size target. And then it comes with poppers that are the same, as well as plates for like a little plate rack. And then if you ever see me go from concealment, I really like the tier 1 stuff. I have 4 of their holsters. The Apex is my favorite. I use that the most. And then for belts, I have the Hunter Constantine belt. This is by far my favorite belt. I've tried lots of belts. I've tried this, I've tried the Agonic, I've tried the Core Essentials, and then I've tried like a regular leather belt, but this one is the best for retention and comfort in my opinion. And then my timer is the Shooters Global Go timer. They say you could use it for dry fire, but it picks up every little sound. So you just gotta, like, when you're going through, you have to discern like what's your split between trigger presses and like what's the gun coming out of the holster or a reload or any other time you bump it, because it picks up literally everything. It's like super sensitive on the dry fire mode, but I like it. And then if you don't want to invest in a timer, which I think you should if you're going to train, you could use the Shoot on Time app for the phone. You can just set par times, and then you can even set like how many reps you want to do and the rest time between reps. It's what I used before I got this. Works pretty well. And then for if you get dead trigger, if you have a Glock or a Canic, as you can see on an M&P, you don't have it. But on Glock types or Canics have them, and maybe some other guns, you see you get dead trigger, and it's annoying when dry firing. You could use a zip tie and put it in the chamber to keep it just barely out of battery, as you can see, all right? And then you can get as many trigger presses as you want, like this. And my friend Havoc21 taught me this. So for you Glock boys or anyone else that get dead trigger when you're dry firing, just use a zip tie. That's it. It's all I use for dry fire, pretty sure. Oh, target stands. I just get some crappy target stands off Amazon. These are what I use when I go to the range too, and then 1x2 posts from Home Depot. That's what I use for target stands. That should be everything. Yeah, just tape to put up the targets. Yeah. That's it. Later.